All right, let's get right into it. We've all been there, right? You spend hours, maybe even days, on what you think is a masterpiece of content. You hit publish, you wait, and then nothing. It's so frustrating. But what if I told you the problem isn't how well you made it? It's the idea you chose in the first place.
Seriously, why does this keep happening? You did everything right. The editing, the caption, you even used the trending audio. And still, crickets. It just feels like you're throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something, anything will stick.
And this right here is the absolute heart of the issue. You know, most people, they blame their editing skills or their posting schedule. But the truth is, the failure happened way before you even hit record. It happened when you picked the wrong idea to begin with.
So let's really diagnose this thing. In this first part, we're going to tear down the biggest misunderstanding about what actually gets attention online these days. Okay, here's the big mindset shift. Your audience is already out there, telling you exactly what they want. They're literally typing it into search engines and clicking on very specific types of content. Success today isn't about pulling a brilliant original idea out of thin air. It's about listening to what people are already asking for and simply meeting that demand.
So this really boils down to two totally different approaches. On one hand, you have the guessing mindset. That's when you create something based on a hunch. It's a huge gamble, and let's be honest, it almost never pays off. But then you have the filtering mindset, which uses a system to find ideas that already have proven demand. This is how you stop gambling and start winning consistently.
And listen, the stakes here are incredibly high. For a professional brand, a full-on media operation, we're talking team, studio, the works, can easily cost $90,000 a month. When you're spending that kind of money, you absolutely cannot afford to just guess and hope for the best. You need a system.
Okay, so if guessing is the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's a super simple but unbelievably powerful framework that I call the three-question filter.
The whole point here is to be ruthlessly efficient. Think about it. This filter is designed to instantly cut out 80% of the ideas that were doomed from the start. That way, you only pour your precious time and energy into the concepts that actually have a real chance of taking off.
So these are the three gatekeepers. Every single idea has to pass through them. First, what existing desire does this serve? Are you solving a problem people actually have? Second, where can you see this demand? Can you point to search results, forums, or comment sections where people are already talking about this? And third, and this is the one almost everyone skips, why are you or your brand the perfect one to make this? If you don't have a crystal clear answer for all three, you kill the idea. No exceptions.
All right, so you've got an idea that made it past the filter. Awesome. Now what? Well, you don't go and spend a week making a huge video just yet. Nope. Now it's time to test it. We need to see if we can detect a winning signal without betting the farm on it.
You know, this is where so many creators go wrong. They take a brand new idea and immediately sink 30 hours into some epic video. The smarter way? Create the smallest, fastest, simplest version of that idea you can. We're talking 30 minutes, not 30 hours. Treat it like a science experiment. No emotional attachment, just data.
So, what does a winning signal actually look like? Well, you're not just looking for likes. You're looking for signs that this idea has legs. Is it getting 2 to 5 times your normal views? Are people not just commenting, but bookmarking it or sharing it in DMs? And here's the big one. Is the algorithm pushing it out to people who don't even follow you yet? That's when you know you've struck gold.
Once you've detected that winning signal, it's go time. This is where you scale it up. And we do that with something called the content waterfall method, a system for turning one little winning idea into a whole month's worth of amazing content.
See, you don't need 100 different ideas every month. You just need one truly great idea that you can explore from every angle. When you find something that really connects with people, you can go deep and repurpose that core concept for every single platform you're on.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. That little tweet or text post that popped off, that's step one, the test. From there, you expand it into a more detailed format, like an Instagram carousel or a LinkedIn post. Then, you deepen the topic with a full-length YouTube video or a detailed blog post. And finally, you broadcast it to your core audience through your newsletter or podcast. It's one idea, creating a ripple effect.
Let's look at a concrete example. A creator tested a video idea about simplifying your life, and it performed 15.9 times better than the channel's average. Whoa, I mean, that's not just a signal, that's a giant flashing neon sign saying, people want this. So what did they do?
They took that signal and they used the content waterfall. A simple post on X went viral. Then they adapted that same core idea for an Instagram carousel. And the result? Over 831,000 views on that single piece of repurposed content. Just incredible.
But here is the real power of this for growing your audience. A mind-blowing 84% of those views came from people who weren't following them. This shows it wasn't just content for the existing fans. This one validated idea was a magnet for a massive wave of new people.
But let's be really clear here, especially for the founders watching. This isn't just about getting a bunch of views. This is about building a business. So let's connect the dots between this content system and actually driving revenue.
It works like a three-part flywheel. First, you create content that connects with a proven demand using the system we just talked about. Second, you consistently nurture that audience by giving them real value. And finally, once you've built that trust and authority, you can monetize that relationship. If any one of those pieces is missing, the whole engine sputters out.
So just remember, the end game here isn't vanity metrics like likes or even views. It's about turning your content into a predictable engine for growth. The real goal is a 10x return on your investment, and that only happens when you stop guessing and start using a system.
I'll leave you with this final thought. The amazing ideas you're looking for, they're not hiding inside your own head. They're already out there. Your next huge piece of content is probably waiting for you in someone's Google search, on a Reddit thread, or in your competitor's comments section. Your job isn't to invent it, it's to go out and find it.
So that's the system. That's how you stop guessing and finally start building a content engine that actually delivers results. If you're ready to put this filter and waterfall method to work for your brand, you should connect with Coach BK Han. He offers more details and masterclasses to really help you get this entire system perfectly dialed in.